Okay, students, the topic for our today's class is writing descriptions, or you can say descriptive writing. So any idea about descriptive writing, what it is? You are going to write your answer in the chat box. What is description to you? What is descriptive writing? Hurry up, everybody is going to participate. I'm waiting for your answers. What is description? What is descriptive writing? Describing certain events, or hurry up. What is description?
Your perspective.
Your perspective. I would request you to write it in the chat box. Chat box is in front of me. I'll be reading it. Hurry up, write your answers fast. Anything that's coming to your mind. What is description? What it is about? Zoha Asif has written describing certain events. Zoha Qureshi is saying describing a topic, explaining something. Zoha is saying, Sufyan, what is POV? Your private opinion. What is it? Mariam is saying giving lengthy detail about a particular topic. Okay. Sufyan, point of view. Okay. Who is left? Umaira. Umaira hasn't said anything yet. The rest of you have. Okay. It's not bias. Let's see what it is all about. You know, we have already practiced directed writing in the previous class. We have practiced narrative writing also in the previous class. Description. This is a different type of writing. You know, description is something in which Umaira is saying you describe a person, event, or place. Saima is saying describing things in detail. You know, in descriptive writing, we show instead of telling. You remember narrative writing, you used to tell everything. In your story, you used to tell me that this happened, and this incident happened to that thing. So that is telling in a sequence, and you make some links. But in description, what we do, we show. Like if I'm reading your descriptive writing, I would be creating the whole imagery in front of me. That is the difference between descriptive writing and narrative writing, that we show to the reader what is in my imagination, what is my vision about that person, that place, or that event, or that feeling. So that's the basic difference. I hope it is clear. If not, we are going to practice it further. ठीक है, let's move forward. आगे चलते हैं. And I hope that it is going to be clear to you. The basic definition that you are going to note down on your notebook or rough, whatsoever you have, notepad or something. Descriptive writing is about showing, not telling, right? So let's move forward. I'll be like, if I'm asking you or telling you that descriptive writing is about showing, so let me show you a picture. Can you see this picture on your screen? Now it's your time to participate. Tell me, what is happening in this picture? What can you see? Take some time. I'm giving you a minute or two. Just see it, think for it. You have your dictionary available to you. If you are not coming up with the correct word, you can quickly search it, and you are going to give me vivid words for this picture. Let me just, okay, now you can see the picture more clearly. Yes. In what words would you describe it? What's happening here?
The poverty.
Poverty. What else? Hurry up, everybody. I want you to participate. You can quickly write your answers in the chat box. Or if you want to unmute your mic and if there is no distortion from your side, you can also unmute your mic and say. What can you see? If you are saying poverty, what are the other words for poverty? Mariam Fatma is saying that there are poor, starving kids trying to get their hands on a piece of bread. Zoha Qureshi is saying needy, poor children. Good. Food distribution in a rural area. Okay, you can guess that it is a rural area. Saima is saying bread is being distributed and kids who are poor are taking it. The children are wearing rags. They're wearing rags. Zoha is saying the women are desperately reaching for the bread in the center. They're boys also. They're girls. They are boys also in this picture. Okay, I think everybody has participated. Umaira is saying scarcity and insufficient amount of food. Okay. I am going to provide you some words and then I'll ask you to write a sentence using those words, keeping this picture in your mind on your notebook. Like poor, the word is given to me by Sufyan, and some of you also have used it. So there are some more words for poverty or poor. That is impoverished. Impoverished. Let me write that in the chat box so that everybody would be using it in the description. That is impoverished. Or you can say them as destitute. Destitute. The other word could be indigent. Indigent. It could be impecunious. You can see the words in the chat box, Pita. I'm giving you the vocabulary and you'll be writing one sentence using that. It's not necessary to use all of these 4 words in your sentence. You can pick one as per the need of your sentence. They're hungry, right? Their faces are like they're grabbing this piece of bread. They want to just have it quickly. So it means that they're starving, they're hungry. You people have used the word starving. Let me give you some more. The word is ravenous. Ravenous. Ravenous can be used for starving. Famished can be used for hungry. Famished. Famished. Just note these words down. Okay. They are eager. Eager, like eagerness is visible from their faces. So there is a word eager, and you can also use the word rearing for eagerness. Rearing. They are desperate also, isn't it? Desperate. So you can use desperate or impatient, right? So I've given you these words. Now I want you to write just a sentence describing this picture, and you will be sharing that with me. Either you can write that answer in the chat box, or you can unmute your mic and share that with me. You have 2 minutes for this. Some of you have already written. Let me just quickly read that. Azan has written, impoverished kids desperately reaching over a piece of bread. Very good, Azan. Zoha Asif has written, destitute, starving children desperately reach for the bread being distributed in a rural area. I think there is a correction required in your sentence. Desperately reach. Okay, it's fine. Sufyan is saying the population was not only impoverished and reduced in numbers, but broken in spirit. ठीक है, somehow it is suiting this picture. I'm waiting for the others' response. Hurry up. The famished children are impatient to get food. Good, Zoha Qureshi. Okay. Who is left? I think Umaira is left. I'll show you the next picture after this. I am waiting for Umaira's response and Mariam's response. Jaldi se response djiye and then I'll move forward. Are you writing, Mariam? Mariam, are you writing? Umaira? Okay. I'm showing you the next picture meanwhile. And I'll be waiting for your response also. Saima has written indigent and famished. And like something should come here, na? Desperately reach for bread. Saima, isn't it the same sentence written by Zoha also? I think somehow same. You can rephrase it better. Let me show you the next picture meanwhile. What could you see in this one? Take a minute or two, look at the picture. Keep your mics on mute, Peter. Mariam, your mic is not muted. Okay. What would you say for this picture? How would you describe it? Like which words are hitting your mind after looking at this picture? I'll be giving you a list of words from my side, but I want you to think about it and tell me the words. Yes. Azan is saying hopeless, famished people in a rural area. Just try to focus on exactly what is there in the picture. Just focus on what is actually there and come up with the words. Poor infrastructure, impaired. Umaira is saying a narrow, dirty street. Sufyan, it's a good start. It's a narrow, dirty. Now look for the words for dirty. Instead of using the word dirty, what other words can you use? You have Google available, you have thesaurus, you have dictionary available. Look for the words for dirty. Saima is saying narrow street, poverty, houses of bricks. What would be the right word to describe the walls? We don't usually have such walls here in cities. These are the walls of a village. Filthy. Filthy is a word for dirty. Filthy street. What else is coming to your mind? Hurry up, share that. I'm waiting for your responses. Brick walls. If I would want to describe the walls further, which adjective should I use with brick walls? How do they look like? Sufyan is saying crummy. Crummy. Hurry up, hurry up. I want everybody to respond. Find out the words for narrow, for dirty, filthy, walls, raw walls. I'll be giving you the words from my side too, but I want you to work first. I want everyone to participate. Instead of using the word raw with walls, what can be used? What else can be used? Hurry up, think, think, think. You have access to your thesaurus, to your dictionary, use that. And I would appreciate all of you for participating actively. It's a confined, filthy street. Good. That's confined word is a nice one. Azan, look for more synonyms instead of using the word filthy. What can you use? Can you see this, the surface of this, you can say path of the street? How does it look like? Can you just pay a little more attention on the kids sitting there outside the door, a boy standing in the middle or outside the door, holding a baby maybe in his hand. There is another person going somewhere. Umaira is giving us a word, incapacious. Incapacious. Very good. Are you typing? Hurry up, beta. Unpopulated, dirty area where poor, illiterate people are living. There is a word to describe such place. There is a word, a dirty place. I'll be giving you the words, but I want you to search it first on your own. What should be the word for such place? A slum. Now look for the synonyms for slum. Oh, I'm going to give you words first for such places, or you can see it on Google, or I'll be showing you some places. Let me give you the words now. You will be using those words in a sentence and you'll be quickly writing it in the chat box. So the first word is dilapidated. Do you know dilapidated? What does it mean? Dilapidated. Dilapidated. What is the meaning of dilapidated? You can unmute your mic and tell me. Scruffy. Shabby. Mangy. Like these are all the words that quickly hit our mind when we look at this picture. Dilapidated, shabby, scruffy, mangy, unkempt, unkempt, untidy, unkempt. A man carrying a toddler in his hand, walking in a confined, nasty alley. Alley is another word very good for street. Alley. Very good, Azan. Ramshackled. I am giving you the vocabulary. Let me share it with everyone. I think it is sent to only Sufyan. So these are the words: dilapidated, shabby, scruffy, mangy, unkempt, ramshackled, you can use the word tenement housing. Tenement housing. Or you can use shanty town. There is another word that's busty to describe such places. We are left with 5 more minutes. Now I've given you enough words. You can go through with the previous words I have given to you and these one and quickly make a sentence. Children are seen sitting in an unkempt alleyway with dilapidated buildings, or instead of like buildings are tall ones, these are not that tall, so we can say houses. Good, Soha Asif. I'm waiting for the other responses. We have 5 minutes left in the class to end. I'll be showing you the next picture. If you all would be able to make a sentence. Hurry up, I want you to respond. Azan has written, famished man carrying his child walking in a shanty town. A town would be broader. We can only see a street here. So you have to focus on the street only. We can describe the child as well, like to give more vivid description. Like your sentence should be that vivid that if I read it and I try to visualize it, the same picture appears in my mind. Zoha, Menchi people living in a scruffy street. Okay. Okay. I'm waiting for the other responses as well. Last 2 minutes are left. Azan is okay. The famished people living in a shabby, incapacious street. Azan, famished man carrying his shabby, untidy, unkempt child walking in a shanty alley. Very good, very, very good. Indigent children are in an unkempt, it should be an instead of a, in an unkempt street in a busty area. Very powerful sentence, Saima. Very good. Who is left? Sarib, you're left. You haven't given me a sentence yet. I think Zoha Asif has done. Zoha Qureshi has written. Sarib is not in the class. All of you have almost given me the sentence. Mariam, I'm waiting for your sentence. Okay. So I appreciate all of you that you have at least participated. You have made your own sentences. This is the topic that we have begun in this class. This is the introduction. We will be continuing it in our next class as well. I hope this much practice is clear to you. Is that so? Can you please unmute your mic and tell me, all of you? Is that clear till here? Description is about showing and showing with vivid vocabulary, vivid words. Okay, I'm going to end this class here now. Inshallah, I'll see you tomorrow. Take care of yourselves. Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz.